What's going on? Welcome, Delmarva. I'm Trayvon Miles alongside with Jeff Harris and Jonah Restuccio.
And welcome into the Delmarva Sports Insider.
It's the only show giving you in-depth analysis to all local sports here
That's
on the shore.
Right.
Yeah.
We've got a lot to get into tonight, so why don't we get straight into it. Salisbury football looking to get the Regions Cup back in their possession with rival Frostburg in town today.
And still to come, the Henlopen South Championship was up for grabs, guys, as Woodbridge took the trip into Delmar last night to take on the Wildcats.
And playoff field hockey action in Maryland and Delaware getting underway. Those highlights coming up in a bit.
Welcome to the show you know and love, guys. We got a lot to get to. We're not going to waste any time, beginning with what may be the game of the year. You were there last night. Four-seeded Kent Island visiting the one-seed North Carolina. The Dogs beat Kent Island by 21 just 2 weeks ago. So, of course, Kent Island looking for some revenge in this game. I want you guys to, first of all, check out the sign by North Carolina. Tell your girlfriend you'll be free next Friday. Maybe that backfired.
A little bit.
North Carolina did the talking. Kent Island came in and did the walking. They went up 20-7
nice move
at the half. The Bulldogs would actually score 2 times in the third to take the lead, but this is how you respond on the road. Trent Jackson finding JC Getz in the end zone. They retake a 26-21 lead. 2 minutes to go. Boston College signee David Bailey Jr. not letting his season go down the drain. Watch him get outside and get into the end zone. His 3rd touchdown of the game.
What a game for
North Carolina goes up 3 in this game. Kent Island with the ball back, 4th down here. Check out this play call. Hook and lateral, gonna get them the 1st down, and that would set up this best friends since the 2nd grade. Jackson to Getz one more time, double coverage, why not? For another touchdown with 25 seconds left. They would keep the lead from there, a thriller in the first round of the playoffs. North Carolina's undefeated season comes to a close, and Kent Island dances on with a big win.
You know, we can kick a field goal, you know, and I'd like the 2-yard line, or I can throw it up to, you know, one of the best receivers on the team, and he had leverage. Maybe wasn't the best read in the world, but, you know, when things get tough, you got to throw him up, you know, and I let him go get it, and he came down with an amazing catch.
Trent threw a good ball where I could get to it, and it was just so much traffic. I didn't really think about it that much, and I just jump up, caught the ball, and brought it down, and I came out with it.
And going on here in Salisbury, the 3A playoffs, number 1 seed Bennett hosting 4-seed Atherton. Scoreless midway through the first. The Clippers, they would punt it away. And Trey, you said a bad idea. Atherton's Jake Peretti is going to field it at his 35-yard line, get it to the edge, and wave his hand as he goes 65 yards the other way for the score. Raiders, they take a 7-0 lead. And a couple of possessions later, really some miscues on special teams. The next punt is blocked, scooped, and scored. Grant Bunyard with the block and return. 2 mistakes on special teams lead to a 14-0 deficit. But the Clippers defense in the second quarter, they would play well, and then they gave up this. Melvin Brown, 61 yards to the house. Number 1 seed Bennett falls at home 43-7 in the first round.
And some more playoff scores from around Maryland, guys. Colonel Richardson and Havre de Grace. We see the score there, 56-6. That's a 50-point differential. And we're also going to see Cambridge and Bow Manor. Cambridge falling, 14-point loss, 35-21.
Yep.
Now, over in Delaware, guys, last night we had some amazing finishes. This one, actually, Week 10, so the final week of the regular season, and we had a classic Henlopen South matchup between Delmar and Woodbridge. Both teams coming in 8-1. Woodbridge on the road, taking, well, you know, their talents into Delmar last night. The Cats had the chance to take the Henlopen South with a win last night. 4th and 14 for Delmar in the first quarter. Senior running back Brooks Parker takes the handoff on the left side and finds his way in for the score. Delmar leading 7-0. Then later in the first, Jamon Kane going to take the handoff, sheds not 1, not 2, but 3 tackles and scampers his way in for the 20-yard score. Woodbridge would actually miss the extra point, and Delmar would head into the half leading 7-6, and fast forward to the 4th. Delmar trailing by 1. Under a minute to play. Parker gets the carry, forces his way inside, and he scores for Delmar, giving them the 28-21 lead. And with 37 seconds left to play, last second chance for Woodbridge. They toss one up, Hail Mary by Troy Haynes.
OPI.
Yeah, comes down with it in the end zone. Pass interference is called, guys.
Goodness.
We see it there. Delmar, they capture the Henlopen South Championship. They moved to 9-1 on the season with a 28-21 win over Woodbridge.
We worked hard all summer for this moment. We right there in that room, right there, the weight room, we stayed in there faithfully. It's every year we're between Milford and Milford and Woodbridge, and we had to get over them, to get over the hump, and we were able to do that this drive. And the freshman quarterback, he stepped up, very big, made big plays, and it was just awesome.
In Woodside, Smyrna running back Will Knight just 130 yards away from breaking the career rushing record in Delaware. The Eagles up against Polytech. First play from scrimmage, Knight gets the toss. He gets wrapped up kind of weird here. He would leave the game after that play, would not return. So there's still a chance he can break that record in the coming playoffs. But no worries, his teammates would pick him up a bit. Stephen Whaley getting into the end zone for the easy touchdown right there. Next Polytech possession, Panthers drop back to pass. Thank you very much. I'll take that. Akil Garrett Jr. picking the pass off, and 20's going the other way for the pick six. Eagles would roll in this one without Knight by a final of 46-0.
And Dover versus Caesar Rodney, on Thursday night, one of the biggest rivalries in the state of Delaware. It'd be a scoreless game in the second quarter, but CR's Julian Trammell, he would end that, takes the handoff, 20 yards for the score, 7-0 Riders lead. And then later in the second quarter, sophomore running back for Dover, Javon Peace, he's going to find the hole and he's going to break free. 51 yards. Dover would convert the 2-point conversion and go up 8-7 at the half, hoping to end Caesar's playoff hopes, but the second half was all Riders. Trammell, once again, he's going to go 46 yards to go up on Dover 13-8. Wow. And that would be everything as CR tops Dover 27-14 and earns their first playoff appearance since 2013.
So much to us. Ever since I've been in my freshman year, I haven't seen Caesar Rodney in the state tournament. For our senior year, our senior class to come out here and make a push for it, now we're in it. Greatest feeling right now.
Also in action, guys, this weekend, Laurel and Seaford, one of the oldest rivalries in the state of Delaware. Blue Jays trying to end a 17-year losing streak to the Bulldogs, and they strike first at the end of the first quarter. Isaiah Lake going to hit Leroy McLaughlin for a 6-yard TD. Jays would go into the half leading 6-0. Early fourth quarter, Laurel finally getting on the board. Connor Ellingsworth rumbles 25 yards up the left sideline to tie things up at 6, but ensuing kickoff, Seaford, a nice return. You're going to see it here, but they fumble it away like popcorn. Jameer Townsend recovers, and the Dogs would take advantage. Give it to the man who got you the ball. Townsend plows into the end zone for an 8-yard score. Laurel, they would add a pick six and escape with a 19-6 victory. The Bulldogs take home the Laurel Seaford Lions Club Trophy for the 18th consecutive season.
That's right, and a couple more scores to get to you in Delaware for Week 10. Milford wins the Battle of the Bell for the second consecutive season. They take out Lake Forest by a big final. DJ Bowman with a 60th career touchdown in that one. Also, Sussex Tech ends their season beating their rival Cape Henlopen and ending their year.
That's a weird score.
Yeah, that is a very weird score at 4-6.
It was a busy week in football, as we said, but also a busy week in football. Field hockey coming up after the break. We have playoffs going on in Maryland and Delaware. We've been teasing it all show. Stay tuned. You're watching Delmarva Sports Insider.
My name is William Knight, Smyrna running back, and you're watching Delmarva Sports Insider.